Basically the freedom of gaining control of getting your child back. Basically, is what it came out to. I felt like even with the time that I was with them, it wasn't being spent properly. It was just, what do you got? What's your agenda? What do we have to do to get done so then we can be free? So I can free up and do my thing, and you can go play, and everybody can go do their thing. Whereas with homeschool, it's the opposite. It brings everything together to where you're spending time. You're getting your child back. Does that make sense? Because I felt like there's a disconnect that we had before homeschool that we have now. There's more of a connection now. So our family is really together, and it was that one thing that we needed. We needed this. We needed the homeschool thing to happen. And again, my wife through her friends and connections and all that came across Eden Hope, and then that's how she, it already had great things to say about it before, and so she brought it up, and we looked at it, and I created every excuse I can think of to why it was going to be difficult, and it's been the opposite. It's been, you want more. So originally why I chose homeschool was because I didn't feel comfortable with the disconnect that I had with my kid, with my son. It was just, the routine was just get him up, go to school, come home, go to bed. There was no conversation involved. There was no real interest in what he was learning, because it was more of a chore. Whereas this is more organic. This is more of it's constant. And it, again, one of the fun things too is that we have the freedom as a family. So sometimes we'll gather up all of our books and we'll go to Bear's Den. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. It's just a campsite, or it's a national park, and we get to go do homeschool different places. My wife, we did homeschool in the Hamilton Library one day. That was fun. One time they went to a restaurant and had sushi homeschool, which my son loved. And then it also creates the one-on-one time. So then it'll be just him and mama doing their special outside of the class teaching. And then me and him will go choose our outside. And we like to do things like sometimes we'll just go to our lake in town. But it's that ability to just not be strapped in one place. You can go that's what I mean by organic. You can go anywhere with it. Especially at this young age, he'd probably have fun going in the van and having homeschool in the van. But you get it early right now. It's the perfect time because they are so young that it's a great foundation. It really is for when, high school comes up or middle school comes up. I'm not as worried as I was before when it was just he wasn't going to public school. Everybody falls into that, middle school, peer pressure, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Whereas now I don't have that worry anymore, because I feel like, well, if it is brought up, it's not gonna be an issue, because I've had control of my son. I'm not letting other people raise my kid. I'm the teacher. And then to be able to go back and supplement it, it's not just at school and then just at home and then the lesson's over. It's constantly the linkage that's always coming up through a commercial on TV or something. We'll all kind of look at each other and be like, oh, we just learned that. Like, do you know what I mean? So that, again, it comes back to bringing the family together. It really does. So, yeah.
That's why you homeschool?
Yeah, pretty much was for that. There was a disconnect, and homeschool filled that hole.